Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another This Week in Gaming video. This past week saw a lot of rumors from Pokemon Switch to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, plus there's a bunch of other news, so let's get right into it. Pixelpar, an industry insider for Pokemon Switch, released a couple more rumors, and they said that the game will be coming out in November and it is called Project Beluga. They tweeted this out, and here's what they had to say. For anyone wondering, Pokemon Switch materials have been undergoing localization since late February, possibly earlier. I've already had confirmation that it's targeting a 2018 release. Educated guess based on previous Pokemon localization timing, it should be ready for November/December. Ding ding ding, bell monitor. A white whale belugas have a high-pitched twittering noise. Project Beluga, that's all you're getting until the announcement. Now obviously this is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but it will be awesome to get this in November/December. I know a lot of people want this game to come out as soon as possible. We will probably hear more about this during E3. With the community event for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 just around the corner on May 17th, and this will be the official announcement of the game, we're continuing to get more and more information about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, more and more rumors. Just in my last video, I talked about how the rumor is that there will be no single player campaign because Treyarch just doesn't have enough time to do one. And now we're hearing that the multiplayer was supposed to be like a hero shooter like Overwatch, but was play tested and was disliked by the playtesters. And now Treyarch is struggling to rewind and get this multiplayer ready for the official reveal. Now this information comes from Charlie Intel, the website that is an insider on Call of Duty, and they always have tons of rumors, which a lot of them are right. And here's exactly what Charlie Intel had to say. It's rather long, but it really explains well what is going on with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. New multiplayer information has been confirmed by more than one source, so I can now talk about that more publicly. As of 2 days ago, multiplayer was in the worst state you have ever seen in Call of Duty multiplayer mode. Sources who have play tested the mode claim that it is less like a Call of Duty mode and more like a Call of Duty Overwatch or a Call of Duty Lawbreakers. The Lawbreakers reference is incredibly apt considering what he told me next. Remember how I said the game was simultaneously boots on the ground and advanced movement? Well, I can elaborate on that a little more too. The game was going to take the hero or specialist system from Black Ops 3 and take it to the next level. Perks are basically removed completely and had instead been morphed into a strange kind of kill streak. Normal kill streaks as we know them, for example, Harrier jets or chopper gunners, didn't in fact exist in this version of Black Ops 4. Instead, you got a highly powerful perks, one of which was a movement alteration. It literally changed your movement from boots on the ground to something very strongly resembling Black Ops 3's advanced movement systems. So this is pretty interesting. It really shows that Treyarch is kind of thinking outside the box. They're trying to get more towards Overwatch because it is a very popular game. But honestly, I really hope that they have enough time to fix this multiplayer mode, and I really hope they don't go with this hero shooter type of system. As I said in previous videos, I really enjoy Call of Duty World War II. I know it's classic Call of Duty, and it is kind of more of the same, but when I'm playing Call of Duty, that's really all I want. So I hope they make it more like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, but we will see more at the community event reveal on May 17th. Valve has acquired Campo Santo, the team behind Firewatch. And on their Campo Santo website, on their blog, here's what they had to say about this acquisition. We had a series of long conversations with the people at Valve, and everyone shared the satisfaction we take in working with people whose talents dwarf our own to make things we never thought possible. Both sides spoke about our values and how, when you get right down to it, we as human beings are hard limited by the time we have left when it comes to making the things we care about and believe in. They asked us if we'd all be interested in coming up to Bellevue and doing that there, and we said yes. Now this isn't that surprising because Valve has announced earlier that they are getting back into making games. Right now they are currently working on a card game that is like Hearthstone called Artifacts, and they are working with the creator of Magic the Gathering, Richard Garfield, to make this game. Campo Santo makes very interesting games, and they were also said that they will continue to be able to make the games that they want to make, and they will continue to be working on their current game in development in the Valley of Gods. Serious Sam fans rejoice. Serious Sam 4 Planet Badass is on its way. Croteam, who is a Croatian developer, announced this at the Reboot Develop 2018 keynote, and they showed a quick teaser trailer. They didn't show anything more or talk anything more about it, but they did say that they will be talking more about the game and showing more off at E3. We possibly could be seeing Wave Race coming over to the Nintendo Switch in the near future. Shinya Takahashi, who is the general manager of entertainment and planning at Nintendo, had this to say at the BAFTAs when asked about it. You may see that game again. We have been trying to make many games, and that may be one of them. I personally love Wave Race. So this quote gives a lot more optimism about this game coming over to the Nintendo Switch. Personally, I would love to see that. I liked Wave Race. I didn't play too much of Wave Race on the N64, but I did really like the GameCube one. I know it's kind of opposite to most people because I think most people like the N64 version, but I really like the GameCube one and I would really love to see a new Wave Race come over to the Nintendo Switch. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp will be getting loot boxes. So these loot boxes will come in the form of fortune cookies, which give you the ability to purchase clothing and props and furniture for your community in Animal Crossing. And what's even worse is that you can spend more money to get premium fortune cookies to get a higher chance of getting what you want. And you take these fortune cookies, you turn them in because they're stamps, and then you can choose the type of clothing or community things that you want for your community. It really is a terrible system, and it sucks that Nintendo is implementing this into Animal Crossing. SNK will be releasing a Neo Geo Classic edition for its 40th anniversary in the same vein as the SNES Classic. The console will have games like Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown, King of Fighters. I'm really excited to see more about the Neo Geo Classic and to see what other games will be on it. The Netherlands are taking action on loot boxes. The Dutch Gaming Authority have confirmed that they believe that loot boxes are gambling. They think that these loot boxes are addiction sensitive, and they took 10 games and tested out the loot boxes and came to that conclusion. Here's what they had to say. Loot boxes are similar to gambling games such as slot machines and roulette in terms of design and mechanisms. They also thought that because you can take stuff from these loot boxes and sell them outside of the game, that it gives them market value. Now, they've given companies until June 20th to make changes to the loot boxes. So for example, they don't like the fact that you can continuously open loot boxes, which can get you addicted. And they don't like the graphics that go along with opening loot boxes that make them seem really cool and really awesome. So they've given them to June 20th to make modifications, and I'm assuming they're going to have a cooldown or a refresh or something once opening loot boxes, and they're going to have to remove these graphics. They also said that if they don't meet these guidelines by June 20th, they will get fined or possibly banned. There was an interesting report that came out from GameIndustry.biz, and that is that the UK School Board has reached out to Nintendo to use Nintendo Labo in the classrooms. Now, I'm not surprised about this because Nintendo Labo, although they are toys, they have a lot of educational elements to them. They show a lot of different engineering elements to them, and they really are interesting for kids, and they really do provide something other than just playing video games and something that will increase their education by learning how to build these things. So I would not be surprised if Nintendo agrees to this and if the UK brings them into the classrooms. If you've been looking for a stand for your Nintendo Switch or for anything else gaming related or pretty much anything you want, Exquisite Gamer is releasing a 12-inch Crash Bandicoot statue. They are calling it the XL Crash Bandicoot Cable Guy, and he has his arms out and they show pictures and he can hold pretty much anything. This will be released on June 15th for about $40. The Wonderful 101 could possibly be making its way over to the Nintendo Switch. Platinum Games at Sushi Inaba and Hideki Kamiya had this to say while at the Reboot Develop 2018 keynote. We're going to knock the audience participation up a bit. They're still trying to negotiate with Nintendo whether a possible Wonderful 101 Switch release could happen, but it always helps when people in the audience at Reboot clap if they'd actually buy a Switch version of a Wonderful 101. So anybody who would buy that, please clap. After the conference, they were interviewed by Eurogamer, which was then translated from Japanese, and here's what they said. From their perspective, obviously there are things they can talk about dealings they have with Nintendo. Certainly they can say everything they said during the speech, which was, hey, we should do that. Whether that is we are going to do that and what the likelihood is of that happening is just going to have to be something you wait to find out. Now, personally, I would absolutely love to see this game come over to the Nintendo Switch. I've watched a lot of videos on it. I've never played it because I didn't have a Wii U, and I think I'm like a lot of people because the Wii U didn't sell well, so the game obviously didn't sell well, and it looks like a really fun action adventure game. I would absolutely love to see this game come over to the Nintendo Switch to try it out. If you've tried Wonderful 101, if you played it, I would love to know what you think about it in the comments below. So Ninja Theory has recently released Hellblade for the Xbox One. In the first week, they sold 50,000 copies, so they are going to be donating $25,000 to Mental Health America. They were hoping to donate $50,000 to Mental Health America if they were to sell 100,000 copies in the first week. They didn't reach that goal, but they did say they will be donating that full $50,000 once they reach that $100,000 copies sold goal. Now, this is awesome to see a company like Ninja Theory do this, and it goes along with the game where you follow Senua, and it goes along with the mental health story within the game. So that's your news. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, comment down below about any of the things I talked about, subscribe if you're new to this channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.